And today is part number 4 of my video series. We talked about brainstorming, we talked about why long form content is needed, how to create content, and now we made it to the final video where I'm going to talk about scheduling and actually posting your content. And scheduling your content is straightforward. You can go into the native platforms, so Facebook, Instagram, you can schedule your content through those channels, or you can seek out a third-party tool and do all the scheduling within this platform. And there are multiple platforms. You have Ladder, you have Hotsuite, Poly. I personally use Poly. Poly is what I found the most affordable tool. It gives me everything that I need. You can schedule TikTok content, you can schedule LinkedIn, Pinterest, Facebook, and within this tool, you can create a different caption for each network. And then you can choose the time and it automatically publishes the content for you. I rather use a scheduling tool, so whether it's Later or Hootsuite or the tool that I'm using, Poly, because it gives me an overview. Each of those tools have a calendar built in. So once you schedule something, once you schedule a post, it shows up on the calendar. And you can easily drag it around if you don't like the setup, but it tells you already what is scheduled or what has been posted already. If I manually post or if I decide to post through a platform, I don't really have this overview. I don't really remember, oh, did I schedule this 2 weeks ago or what's going on that day? And that's why I like to use one tool where you can see it all. And also all of these tools really hone into artificial intelligence. So regardless what tool you sign up for, I've seen a lot of tools that also offer artificial intelligence when it comes to content creations, when it comes to writing the captions. But be careful, not every AI tool, or if you go to ChatGPT telling Chat to write an Instagram caption, sometimes they're very generic. And I actually just posted a video about the secret formula of how to come up with really awesome Instagram captions. So I'll link it right here. I urge you to check it out. But if you decide to lean in on artificial intelligence, to let that tool write your caption, but customize the caption. Right off the gate, it's very generic and it doesn't really speak to your audience. So you really want to fine tune. The caption is really where you can connect with a potential client, with a potential customer, where you can offer more value, where you can include a call to action, so to tell them what to do next. And of course, keep in mind that each social media network is different. The way you talk to people on LinkedIn is not the same how you would approach someone on TikTok. You also have to understand how social media networks work and why do people go to certain networks. So for instance, YouTube is part of the Google network. So meaning YouTube is a search engine. You can type in anything and everything you're looking for, whether you want to know how to change a tire, fix your dishwasher, how to paint something, or how to run a social media campaign, how to set up Facebook ads. You find a video pretty much for everything. So when we talk about YouTube, the way you structure your video, the way you use the description box, the title of your video, your thumbnail, all of those things should be tailored to the platform YouTube. So rather than writing a long form caption, you should put it more in a way of a question. For instance, how to fix your dishwasher, model XYZ, or how to paint an entire room, or how to run Facebook ads, super simple step-by-step guide. So really understand each network. Also, TikTok is the same thing. A lot of consumers are going to TikTok to get answers to their questions. So I always recommend when you write your TikTok content, write it more in a question, a one-liner. I feel that videos tend to perform better and get better traction if you keep the caption fairly short. And now when you think about posting stuff on LinkedIn, LinkedIn is a little bit more of a professional network. It's a great network if you want to attract potential clients, if you want to connect with others. What works on LinkedIn is really asking a question and really opening the dialogue. So encouraging people to comment on your post so you can continue the conversation. Provoking questions always doing well if you give your thoughts about a topic. So keep in mind when you schedule your content, when you're ready to post it, first understand the different social media networks, understand what type of people are on those networks, understand how those networks are being used, so solely for entertainment or because people are searching something, and then craft your caption depending on the audience that is on that network and whether it's more a search behavior or more an entertaining behavior on that network. I also like to experiment when it comes to days and when it comes to times. There is no one size fits all. Although you might Google what's the best time to post on Instagram, what is the best time to post here, and you get a generic answer. That might work for others, that might not work for your content. So it's a trial and error. Keep trying to post content, see what works the best. When should I post my content? When it comes to your long form content, when should you schedule your long form content? Personally, I like to schedule my blog post on a Monday around like 8 to 9 a.m. in the morning. And then I send out an email to all my subscribers that a new blog post just came online. My podcast I post on a Tuesday at 5 a.m. And 5 a.m. because people commute to work. They commute to work at like 5, 6, 7 in the morning. So I want to make sure I post my content before so they can enjoy it in the car or when they get ready in the morning. And then my YouTube content I post on Friday around 5 p.m. Now if you would ask me the question, should I manually post or should I schedule everything? In general, I always encourage you to schedule all your posts. You might have heard other creators and other social media gurus and wannabe expert claim that all your content will perform better if you post it directly to the platform in the moment. While that might be true, I don't really see a big difference. Plus, you want to make sure that your content goes out. There might be days where you forgot to post. There might be days where you are in a different time zone. Maybe you're traveling. So once you post, your post goes online on a completely different time. I also like to make sure that everything just goes online. I don't have to worry about it. So that's the reason why I schedule everything and the platform automatically pushes it out there. So if you ask me, I always encourage you to schedule your post through a network rather than manually posting it. When you schedule your content, let's say for Instagram, and now on Instagram, my previous video, we talked about that you might have a graphic, you might want to post a photo of yourself, you have a carousel post, and you have your reels. I always post my content in a way that offers variety. So let's say today I post a reel post, tomorrow I might post a quote of myself, and then I post another video, and then I post a graphic. So you always want to mix your multimedia. And that also leads us yet again to another episode of the Content Marketing Cheat Sheet podcast. I hope you enjoyed my 4-part series. I cannot wait to see you in my next videos. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. You can email me at nina@thesocialwisdom.com. And I cannot wait to see you next week. Don't forget, the world is your oyster, but everything is disgusting. Until next time, goodbye. Or how we say in Germany, auf Wiedersehen.